So right away at this track, rears get kind of hot. The tire temperature window for C5, 75 to 85. The rears will overheat. You don't want to get too much heat on that outlap. And then he's doing a bit of tire warm up on the fronts coming up to the line here. So you'll see he takes a really wide line coming out of the last corner, and then he'll put the car onto the green part of the track. It's supposed to be smoother and less bumps on some of the details that the track is being rendered. Brendan Lee made a video on this, so you can go check that out about how the track is smoother uh, offline at some corners. In the turn one, important to kind of get the car onto some parts of the turn one curb. You don't have to go crazy getting on the curb, but you want to get some parts on the turn one curb. He slows the car down a decent amount. You don't want to kind of understeer or run wide because it's all about setting up turn two. It's about setting up, getting a lot of curb on the entry part, and then getting almost invalidating, but getting a nice straight line on the exit. That's going to give you the best line running out. Then you can use a bit of curb on the left side there. Remember, obviously you can see his ERS, nothing too special. Getting a good amount of curb, T4, and then running out wide, of course, using a lot of the track. Anything interesting here, again, he runs to the right side. You could keep the car to the left, but he's running to the right side to avoid any of the bumps that could be slowing the car down. Right here, fast right-hander. Put in a lift before you get to the apex. Some people, they'll get to the apex, then they'll lift. Lift before, get the car turned in, back on throttle 100%, all the way through here. Getting the car very far left, almost invalidating here. It's easy to get the car not as far left as he does here, but very far left. It lets you have the best line coming into this next corner. Touching the curb, almost onto the blue part here. Big inputs on the throttle, very aggressive on the throttle. Again, he does some braking right here. Some people just like to fully lift, but I think if you do a bit of braking, help get the car turned in, and allows you when you get on the throttle to do a big throttle jump and not just kind of coast waiting for the car to turn in. Again, running it way out to the right here. Look how far he does and gets really good track usage here. Another hard corner here, getting far to the left. So it's getting far to the right, back to the left here. It's easy to not be so close to the white line here. You want to get really far to the left on the white line, and it's easy to understeer in this corner. You're using a bit of the curb on the inside. Again, big throttle movements here. Touches the curb a bit on the exit, doesn't lose the car. Here, braking hard. Make sure you can use a bit of that curb for rotation. Big throttle jump there, using some of the exits. So yeah, curb usage really critical at this track, and then avoiding some of the key parts on the straight, going offline at some corners or at some straights